Hello folks, this is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Hope you're having a great day. Today's video is going to be started out on DSR chats. Now I don't know how many people I'm going to get on DSR chats that are going to get this show, because I've only got a few subscribers over there. But this is going to be a part of the live video over there, and I may go ahead and eventually put it on Good Day, Good Prayers. The reasons that I am no longer a Democrat, I have spoken about that. I talked about the fact that God told me to get out of that party because it was going to be judged. And some of you accepted that, and I'm sure others didn't like it. I did have one or two people that got out of Good Day, Good Prayers because they didn't like some of the things I was saying. And that's okay. Those things I don't take credit for. Those are the things that God was telling me, and I'm not going to say, well, you know, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and accept the fact that maybe you just weren't right for my channels, and that's okay. You have a right to make your own decisions. But I am going to say this, that when I say something to other people, I hope they'll listen, but you have a right not to. When you say something to me, if you're on the liberal side, I like to hear what you say, because a lot of what you say is stuff that I used to say back 33 years ago when I was a Democrat. The new stuff, however, is the real bad stuff, and that's the stuff that we really, really need to talk about. People say, why doesn't the media get arrested? Because they lie so much to the American people. And for that matter, the media all around the world lies to all of the people. And the reason for that is because of the fact that you have the right to hear what you want to hear. But if you act upon it, that's where you get into your trouble. Your local government officials, your state government officials, your federal government officials say all kinds of things. They want to activate you. They want you to become an army of agitators and rioters and so on. And they want you to believe that what you're doing is okay. Unless you understand the truth, unless you understand what the law actually says, you're putting yourself into a lot of trouble. I was listening today to, I believe it was the Jordan Cash show, and he was saying that they actually have a system where they can find out whose phones are in the area and whose phones are doing the videotaping and so on. And you can be arrested if you are in the area. So what is very interesting, these people put masks on so they can't be seen, and then they go and they do bad things to the officers, not realizing that they can get a major amount of time in jail for that. Oh, you might wind up getting arrested and be in jail overnight. And they might even tell you, oh, you're not being arrested, don't worry about it. But you're going to get a knock on the door. If they can place your phone in the middle of a riot, if you've been arrested, and any number of other things, somehow you've been tagged, And they do have facial recognition. And even though you cover up most of your face, if they can see your eyes, they've got facial recognition. And you gotta have eyes in order to see what you're doing. So you're listening to the people in Congress, you're listening to the governors, you're listening to the mayors, you're listening to all of the council and all of the people that are sitting there at the city level, and even some of the police officers in the local municipalities, and they're telling you it's okay. Well, if it's so okay, why aren't they out there doing it? They're not out there doing it because of the fact that it isn't okay. But you're out there doing it because you believe what they say. Well, they've got you dead to center, and what are you going to do? It's really sad. It's very sad. A lot of people are going to spend a lot of major time in prison, and it's going to be a real problem. Assaulting an officer is a real problem. Being involved in trying to stop people from being taken to jail who are criminals, who are illegal aliens, getting in the way of the vehicles, hitting an officer, throwing something at an officer, they're going to find out who you are. They've got several ways of doing it. And eventually, you're going to wind up in the hot seat, and you're going to have to explain why you listened to the idiots on the left telling you all these things, the media, the government people. You're going to have to explain why you believed it. They'll be in enough trouble themselves. They have no choice but to say those things. They're actually being paid to do that. The people that pay the media are paying the government employees to say what they're saying. They're paying a lot of people to do what they're doing. And they've offered a lot of people money that has been turned down. And I know that firsthand. I know what's going on out there. I've seen it. I've actually been in the middle of it. But when I was in the middle of it, I was not interfering with anybody. I was trying just to keep alive. The rest of the people are getting involved, and they don't realize what they're doing. And it's going to go bad for these people. If you look around and you don't see your governor there, and you don't see your mayor there, and you don't see the city council there, and you don't see your Congress people there, maybe you shouldn't be there either. Have you ever thought about that? Or are you just going to regurgitate what the Democrats say? It's not a good thing. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. I'm going to put this out on DSR Chats as one of the life videos. I want you to have a good day. A good day will always start with good prayers. And if they reach the throne of God, well, you're bound to have a good day, aren't you? So with that being said, you have a good day.